Oh, yeah. How did they... Surely they got danger pay for that one.
I don't know, man. There's some people who just like that kind of stuff.
Scott Brown here. In today's exciting episode, we're building a fence. We didn't want to build a treated timber fence though, so we got in touch with a company called Bel Air Design Fencing, and they have very kindly supplied us with a powder-coated aluminium fence, and they've done it at a great discount. So because of that, I'm going to chuck the word ad gifted here. Now, there's two obstacles. Number one, the foundation currently has an old concrete footing that's been there for like 70 years. And obstacle number two is vegetation. There's a lot of plants, fruit trees, vegetables, stuff growing in front of the fence that we have to be careful of. So let's see how that goes, and if you want to check out Bel Air fencing for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description. Let's get on with the build.
So, what are we doing?
This is where the fence is going. Right across here. This fence is kind of a fence. It's like steel and posts that are falling over on top of a concrete nib. We picked the warmest time of the year to build a fence, and that means all the plants have grown really tall, so we've got a lot of obstacles.
I've also planted a lot of perennials along that line. I wasn't really thinking. I have moved a few things, and I have come to peace with the fact that some stuff is going to get damaged. The main things, Ray, this is for you too, if you could just try your hardest, is like the peach tree, which is still very young, the perennials, like the artichokes, the lime tree, the mandarin tree, and the blackberry. You just do your best.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's pull the fence down.
Don't kill my peach tree.
Luckily there's like photosynthesis, so whatever we break is just gonna grow back. Oh, look at this. Disturbed an ant's nest.
Yeah, the concrete comes out. The reason we have concrete coming out is because this little wall, this little concrete nib wall, has stuff pressing against it from that side. And to stop the wall tipping over from that pressure, you need concrete down here. So like an L. So it doesn't go like that. But all that means is we've got a bunch of concrete in our way for our posts. There we go. Oh, the cat doesn't seem too worried about the noise.
Oi.
Hey, Miley.
The battery's overheating.
Does that seem to work?
Well, yeah, the problem is that they don't even charge if they're overheated, so you're just
Waiting for nothing.
standing there with your hands in your pocket. And anyway, we're on 3 bars, 3 out of 4. Down to the last big one.
Yep. Alright, new plan. The foundation wasn't going as planned. The concrete is just too thick. Ray carried on with the concrete cutter for a while, and we realized the blade can only go so deep, right? So by the time we cut all that concrete out, there'll be nothing left. So rather than a big concrete removal operation, we're going to work with the concrete. While Ray was hacking away, I actually remembered in the Bel Air fencing instruction manual, they have brackets. And the brackets can screw into the posts that we already have, and then, crucially, you can screw the brackets into concrete. So rather than fight concrete, why not work with it? Yesterday I put some reinforcing steel into the existing concrete. Over that reinforcing steel we can add extra concrete at each post location and have a nice strong post support. So at the bottom of each post there are 4 little circles that you can screw into, and that's how we attach the plates. And then the plate and the post can then be slotted over this threaded rod system that I've put in the ground.
It's pretty good. If it wasn't this, we would have spent the same amount of time on a timber post for fence, for instance.
So we check it for plumb, push it in place, and then wind up the nut underneath the flange. I got a laser height from that end and also from the other end. Now we're going to find out the difference between the two heights. There's 6 bays, the height difference was 353 across the whole length. Divide that by 6, 58.83, so 59 millimeters. That's the height difference between each bay. Steps down. Let's just do it. You screw a channel onto each post, and then you put this horizontal batten along the bottom. And then the top channel goes up here. Uh-oh. I have to cut the posts because we changed the footings, but the vertical slats all pre-cut. The bottom channel thingy that holds up the weight, that's pre-cut as well. Just had to cut that one. Ah! So I've never done a fence like this before, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. And there are some key differences between this and a timber fence. Other than the obvious one, the material that you build it with. So with a timber fence, the foundation would have been the same. We had this concrete problem either way, whether it's timber or steel. After you've done the foundation part, you would get some rails and you just go across the whole length of the fence, over the face of the post. And they go up really quick. You just go 1, 2, 3 probably for a fence this height. Nail them in, maybe come back and put a bolt in just to be extra sure. Really quick. But on this aluminium fence, nothing really goes on the face. So because of that, you have to put these brackets on the side to hold the support bar. And then the vertical slats need somewhere to sit, so you get another bracket like this. Same for the top. So in the end, you create this little channel that all the main slats can go into. So it's just slower than putting timber rails on. Every fixing is a Tek screw, one by one, rather than a nail gun. But then it's not even finished. In order to get the top rail on, this sucker has to be in there, so the top rail can sit on it. I like to leave the top rail loose so it's easy to get the slats in, but you see that there's a bit of a process, whereas when you're doing a timber fence, 3 rails, bang, bang, bang. But this is all painted. When I'm building a timber fence, I often cheat. I put all the vertical slats in, and then when I get to the end, I just rip the last one to make it fit. But with this, they're all a certain size and you can't rip anything. You have to get the spacings dead on, otherwise you find out at the end that you screwed it up, which I did on the first bay. So these things take more time. Now I think you'd get a lot quicker at this the more you do it. I reckon the ideal amount of people would be 3 people. Someone preparing all the materials, 2 people assembling the fence. And then the best part is that once you've done it, once you've installed it, and you've popped on these caps that go on here like that, you don't need to paint it. And those clips go on all the screws. But I got more panels to put up, so let's just do that. Whoa, well it cuts like butter, but that post went flying. Look, it's down there. I need a different approach. Put that there. Should be right. Alright, ladder. What am I even gonna... At least the ground looks flat. Oh, I need to get in the corner there. Yeah, that'll work. 15 mil above the top rail. Ah. Okay. Last piece of the puzzle, these caps fit over. They just kind of click over, but I'm adding a little bit of silicone. Oh, wrong way around. There we go, fence done. Ooh, plums. Hopefully the neighbour won't mind. Yum. Did it, it's done. Pity that we had to hide all that greenery, but it's not as bad as I feared. And look, it's all painted. So really after the foundation, it was a day, 2 days, and for most of the first day I had Ray with me, but today I was, well, it was just Jess and I. 3 guys could easily do that in a day. Fun fact, when bees get tired, they sleep in flowers. Good night, little buddy.
Scott, you're doing a great job.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You happy?
Yeah, I am. I was a bit unsure about the height. It is taller than I wanted.
Yep.
Because I ordered the height and I forgot about the nib.
Ah, the ancient nib.
Yeah. In my defense, first time I've actually ever ordered a fence. So I forgot about things like nibs. Now that it's finally done, I can actually start planting more. It's a bit late in the season, but plant our first thing. I have an echinacea just waiting.
Oh my God, do it.
Yeah, all right.
So Jess, I didn't ask you, what is the casualty rate?
What did you damage?
What did I damage?
Actually, I can't talk right. Oh no, did you break another part of my mandarin off? Oh man, the mandarin tree will never be the same. It's just a baby and you've broken off the central leader and now this one looks like it's holding on for dear life.
Sorry.
Oh, it's not your fault.
I know the pumpkin got a little bit of a squash here and there as well.
Excuse the pun.
Hey.
It's not actually a squash, it's just a pumpkin.
Anyway, that's the pass. Let's plant this thing now. So what's this? Echinacea.
Echinacea. I bought a lot of echinacea.
Nice.
All different colours. This one's a big one. I've been buying lots of plants and seedlings from a guy called Crafted Earth. He's an online nursery and but he also sells at the market and he has the best flowers.
Where are we going to put it?
Everything I've got from him has been amazing. Yeah, where do you want it? Yes. Oh, you literally stood on the flower head.
Is it alright?
It's fine. That's why perhaps the gardening is more my pace and the building is more yours.
I'll tell you what, building around a garden, I don't
You don't want to have to do that again?
Nah, no way. Should have got our infrastructure in first.
Okay, there you go. Thank you.
Cool.